All right, I think it's working. All right, so one big problem that I think I see a lot is that when you create a YouTube video, you chop it up quickly. It goes from topic to topic. You don't really spend time on the learning process, how you learn to do things in Flutter. For example, I know I don't know everything about Flutter. I know there's still a lot for me to learn, and even the things I do learn, I do know. I gotta catch up and like look at documentation and figure out how to make it work. So I thought it'd be a good idea to create a whole separate series, kind of, from the Flutter basics. This one will be called Flutter Learning the Flutter Basics. So since learning it takes a lot more time, I decided it'd be better as a live stream. And then you can also see everything, all the mistakes I make, everything with that. And if you don't want to watch the whole live stream, you just want to know the content. For example, here we're going to be covering the responsive layouts. If you just want to know the content, the video should be out like a day or two after the live stream. All right. So what I have set up is a Flutter web project. So here's the actual Chrome emulator. You'll see it's all working. Now, the reason I'm using a web is because responsive layouts are usually easiest to show off in the web because you can change the size of the window directly, and that's also most likely the main place where you're going to need responsive layouts to be, since the websites could be completely different, could be long, could have a web on the phone. Open up, you want your web page to still look nice no matter what. So let's get started. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do with this video yet, or what I'm actually going to show off, and what the end result is going to be, but we can figure it out. So responsive layouts, increment counter, we don't need all that. Title, we don't need that. We need the keys or the title. We need that even? No. So we have a stateful widget in the home page with a center text and nothing else. Let's see. Push the button this many times. Center text. Nice. We have simple layout. So the way I used to do things, not the way I used to do things, the way I've done things is to have a responsive layout like this. So let's say you have, let me think. So no, we first need the double, let's do width equals media query dot of dot don't remember that. All right, let's look it up then. Media query dot of dot size of size then width. We name this widget width. All right, that can't be called in there. It needs to be inside the build because we need the context. And let's just do the height too. Height equals media query dot of dot size dot height. All right, so this will give us the breakpoint there. See the width and the height. Actually, I do remember reading somewhere that debugging on web doesn't really work. Perform it. Paused in debugger. Huh. It's weird. Oh wait. Look at that. So it shows you all the code in here. Interesting. Let's open it up. So what do we have? Have the height and never used this before. This is pretty cool. All right, so we have height and we have width. Okay, so see if we can run it. It doesn't want to run. No, don't pause in the debugger. Okay. Seems like it works again. So we have the width and the height, and in here, so for the child, let's say, let's make it a little cleaner. So in here we'll have if the width is under 500, if the width is under 500, say we'll return column small display, turn column, and then so that's if it's under 500, and then for this bigger display, let's do big display. So if it's under 500, we want to return the small display. Otherwise, we want to return the big display. So this just checks the width of the screen, and then you can have it display different things depending on what you want. And then this will just, if you do it in a smart way, this will just be the layout part of it, and you can have all the logic, still use the same logic as you've seen. So let's say small widget, that will just have a row with text row 1, and then we'll just have another row, text row 2. But here we can have a column with children of a row. You know what? I don't think we want it to be a column. Make this a row, and this a row, and then children will be, actually, yeah, children will be the columns. Text column 1, and then text column 2. So let's see. Over here we have two columns, right? And then we get past the 500 and you'll see it'll switch off. So if we make this, wrap this and then expanded. If we wrap this in expanded and wrap these two in expanded as well, you can see the layout getting a little better. So you'll have a column and then you have two rows. Now in here, you can do whatever. Let's say process, no, main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot center. Copy that here and here, here and here. And you'll see we have hopefully a nice looking little setup. So we have two columns and now we have two rows. So that's the way I used to do it. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Nice. I thought I had this fixed last time. Whatever. We'll see how the stream shows up. Just delete it if anything. So this is how I used to do responsive layouts. You can check not only the width, but you can check the height as well. And things will look nice no matter what layout you're in. But then, as I was doing a little bit of research for this today, I saw this thing called LayoutBuilder. So let's look into that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a separate page. I'm just going to put in the lib, new file, call LayoutBuilder, no. Layout page. Dart. Stateful widget. STF. Layout page. Beautiful. Material. Actually, let's just do this. Nah, not that. I mean, that does work, but let's just use material and it makes it easier. So let's set up a button. Where do we want to set up a button? Let's do it in column 1. Raised button. On press, you want it to navigator dot of build material page route. I don't remember. Let's check my GitHub. So navigation, lib, main. All right, doing too much with navigation there. Navigator.push. Yeah, what am I doing? Navigator.push. Context, and then material, page route, builder, context, layout, page. What am I missing? All right, they don't like to make it tough on me. Let's see, where can I async? No. Damn it. All right, here's what we'll do. X call go to next layout. Void go to next layout. There we go. Layout page, import that. Semicolon. Do I have one too many? No. One too little. Okay. Let's see what happens. Notice we only did in the column, so that's not great implementation, but it works. Nice. Can we go back? Oh, we can't use this. Interesting. So on the layout page, let's set up a scaffold with an app bar layout builder. No. Title, text, layout builder. Is my stream health excellent again? Great. Now I click on it and go to layout builder. Sweet. So how does layout builder work? Use layout builder class. From its builder property, you get a box constraints object. Examine the constraints properties to decide what to display. For example, if your max width is greater than your width breakpoint, return a scaffold option with a row that has a list on the left. If it's narrower, return a scaffold object with a drawer containing that list. You can also adjust your display based on device's height, aspect ratio, and some other property. All right. So let's see. Body, layout, builder. What do you have for us? Huh. So usually my favorite way of learning about this is actually from YouTube, or Medium articles are also good. Layout builder, but let's see what the Flutter API does for us. Builds a widget tree that can depend on parent widget size. This is useful in parent
Ever found yourself writing a build method and wished you could know how big your widget was going to be before you decided how it would look? Well, LayoutBuilder can help. its builder function has parameters for build context and the incoming box constraints. Those are the valid width and height ranges for the widget. Your build logic can check those constraints and then make smart decisions about how to compose itself. For more info on LayoutBuilder, LayoutBuilder can help. Its builder function has parameters for build context and the incoming box constraints. Those are the valid width and height ranges for the widget. Your build logic can check those.
That seems fairly simple. So LayoutBuilder, we want that to be right. What were they doing? Builder, context, constraints, right? Yeah. All right. So let's try to make the same screen we did back there. So if constraints dot max width is less than 500, else try return statement changing to void. So return, let's just copy this. Return, what is this one? It's to return widget. So in order to make that error go away, you can do widget of return widget, return widget equals small display, and then return widget equals big display. And then return widget. Let's see. Oh, we don't need this button anymore. Well, not on this screen. We still need on the other screen. Let's name it too, just to be good programmers. Child text, go to next page. Now let's see what we got. So go to next page. Wow. So yeah, LayoutBuilder is just as easy as media query. I will definitely be using this from now on. What else is there? Anything else to do with layouts? Responsive apps, LayoutBuilder, media query. Other useful widgets for creating a responsive UI is aspect ratio. That's just
When laying out your app, you often don't care about the exact dimensions a widget will take, but you do care about the aspect ratio. You want the widget to be this wide, irrespective of the actual dimensions. Or you want it to be that slim, or exactly square. Flutter solves this by providing the aspect ratio widget. You give it an aspect ratio, a child, and, well, that's it. Aspect ratio is the ratio between the width and height of a box. It's often written as a fraction, like 3/2, as in 3 parts of width to 2 parts.
I've used this before with images. I mean, it's definitely useful in very specific scenarios. And I've also had some trouble with it, so maybe I should finish watching it. Whatever. So I think these are all of this stuff is within the once you have an actual layout set up. Like the aspect ratio isn't it's not part of the layout, it's about the things inside the layout. Fitted box is also things inside the layout. I think the two main ones are definitely Media Query and Layout Builder. And I'm assuming Orientation Builder is the same exact thing, except you can figure out which orientation the device is in. Yeah, Media Query data orientation exposes whether device is in landscape or portrait mode. However, if you do have good good responsive layouts like we have here, it doesn't really matter if it's in portrait or normal mode because portrait works and landscape, let's say you have something extra long, it'll work nicely as well. So I think that's pretty much it. You can only fit so much in one video, but yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully this helps someone figure out how I go about learning things. Obviously this one was a bit easier. The next ones will be a little harder, but I think I'm going to start doing things like this from now on. So we could learn together, and then if you don't have the time for this, then you can just watch the video after it comes out. And if the audio quality is shitty, I just bought a new mic, but it hasn't come in yet. So, all right. Thanks for watching.